Okay. Sorry I took so long to get started there. There's a little commotion outside. Alright, not sure if anybody's actually here yet during the startup screen, but if you are, welcome. Today I'm going to be playing some Outward, late night, just kind of chilling quietly while I play. It's a fantasy RPG game that I've been getting pretty into. It's just, the vibes it seems to provide so far are mostly just unique, I would say. It's been fun just trying to figure out what's going on in the game. With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and switch screens here and get started. I'm going to be playing on controller, so let me turn on my controller real quick. There we go. Oh, and I just realized the webcam's not on, so let me turn that on. There we go. Now you can see me. Hello. Last few streams I haven't been doing the webcam or the chat or anything, but I'm going with a new setup this time, so let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and hit New Game, 1 player. I forgot when I was making the character last time that it even offered a hardcore mode option, and this game has been fun enough that I feel like I may actually want to try that eventually. Alright. Oh, that's a lovely face right there. I might have to go with that one. I wonder which of these awful hairstyles is going to go with it. Off the bun is tempting, honestly. One second here. Alright. I alt-tabbed for a second, didn't even realize what hairstyle I was on, but this one is possibly the winner. But something about this one is calling out to me as well. It's a good solid option. I'm tempted to say let's go with the bun. First thought, best thought. Oh, purple hair? Definitely. I mean, out of all these colors, I think purple's probably the winner in my book. The green is kind of tempting just because of the outfit, but I know the outfit's going to change. I think that's our guy, we just got to give him a name. I'm kind of thinking... good old Egbert. There's no voice lines or anything? Yeah. Perfect. Give me a sec here. I'm noticing I need to adjust something. Let's turn that up a little bit higher. And there we go. Because all my life I've lived within the safety of Cierzo, spared the brutality of the world outside. But life in Ori is never that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weigh heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by our actions ever since. I joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Izan, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the return voyage. Sorry about that. I had to mute something in the background. Now, I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. So that's one of the big features I've learned about this game, is that it's kind of an open-ended RPG. I was told by someone that there's 3 main storylines you can follow, but for the most part you just kind of create the story of your character as you start to adventure outside the town. Oh, scoot my chair in a little. And just as a little background info, I have played this game a fair amount. And by a fair amount, I mean like I've explored the starting region a decent amount, so I have a game plan on what to do during the early parts of the game, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing past like the first week or 2 of the game days. But I'll try to explain some of the things that I'm doing as kind of a like helpful tips and things now that I've figured out how to breach into the difficulty of this game. There's no jump, so I can't jump that. Now I'm just going to be collecting any of the free starter items that spawn around here before I progress the story, because once you leave this tutorial area, you miss out on any of the items that you didn't pick up. And most of the things that I'm going to find here are cheap, like fairly common garbage, but it doesn't hurt to start with a little bit extra. Nothing back here. I think that's about it. There's a couple of hyenas up here that I need to fight. And if I can do that, there's a stash behind them as well. Oh, that's my dog barking. Quit jumping. Oof. There we go. If you notice, he hit me once there and took most of my health. Alright. Let me go ahead and pause this. Let the dog out of the room. Alright. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a bit of a commotion outside, so the dog has a lot of interest in going out there to bark right now. I do have a bandage. I'm going to go ahead and use it. My health is low enough that I feel like I could die in one hit to this next one if I do mess it up. Oof, yeah, that hurt. Still healing slightly from the bandage with regen, so if I kite for a second, it might help a little bit. Just come forward, quit backing up perfectly. Haha! That sword sprint attack actually isn't bad. Some of the other weapons I was testing on the previous save I was playing, the sprint attacks were not useful. They were swung in a way that was difficult to hit if the enemy moved at all. So it's good to know that the swords have a decent upward swing. And I think that's pretty much everything for the tutorial, but I remember seeing the other item on the other side of this wall. Oh, free mining pick, okay. That's gonna make me nice and heavy trying to get out of here now. I'm just going to walk it because it's going to take me back to the town after the cutscene here, or the dialogue here. And then I should be able to sell or deposit what I have without having to worry about it. Come on. You got this, Egbert. I believe in you.
What you need? We're not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you? He's a Kazite. He was born on a ship. Go ahead and sleep in one of the extra bedrolls.
All right. Take a quick little nap. When we wake up, it'll progress the story. And after the dialogue, I'll give a little bit more context for what's going on and what's about to happen. It says, unconsciousness comes quickly, and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You're back in your old home, or your old bed at home, the lighthouse in Cierzo. Izan must have brought you back to your family's lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not just a nightmare. And we spawn right here in our house. Do the sandals and boots actually have any different defense? The sandals are actually better than the workers' boots. More durability, more resistance, more impact resist. Not what I would have expected. I'm just going to go over to the handcrafting and dismantle these for materials. Can I carry these downstairs? Yeah. I'll take these downstairs and put them in the chest instead of just throwing them in the pile on the floor. Oh, and I spawn with more pairs of shoes in here. Interesting. Guess that's more material. Grab my backpack. The backpack is a big feature in this game. You'll see that it has quite a bit more storage than just my pockets, but still not a lot of storage. So inventory management is going to be pretty critical as anytime I basically leave the town and try to go for an adventure. But it looks like we do get most of the starting items in here. I forgot about that. Learn how to make that recipe real quick.
Rise and shine, Trog spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe?
A blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home. Yeah.
Of course, disaster falls me and they demand payment.
How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough?
Okay, yeah, the final line there, I lost my daughter on that voyage. I mean, I guess I understand why they're mad. If I was one of the few survivors, we lost all the money and everybody's lives, then yeah, maybe I can see why they're so upset.
If you can't make the—
Enough of this! 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once.
Okay, she says this is a time for the tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not to demand payment from a survivor, so...
To threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory.
But, Chamber Lady Aberdeen.
I said that is enough! If you want to resume discussions after the mourning period, feel free.
Pop this up real quick and take a look at it. Nice. Alright, there we go.
Oliel, see these people off, would you?
You heard, Mother. Away with you, or I will personally see to it that you get double shifts of guard duty.
I'm sorry that was the first thing you woke up to. Please forgive them. Many, if I could do more, I would. The most I can do for you is declare a mourning period and buy you a little time. That gives you a few days to pay back the money. Either gather the money or earn a tribal favor, and they won't be able to touch you. Once you can make the payment, come see me. Please, that does seem like...
Yep, I'm gonna have to head outside the walls.
No one, if you can do once you're...
She emphasizes the tribal favor thing, and yeah, it's a big deal. It's incredibly nice. You can do all kinds of stuff to try and raise 150 coins, or as you'll see, I'm basically going to get to keep my house for free on the first day. The first couple times I tried to breach into this game, I actually didn't know about the tribal favor thing, and I wound up screwing myself, paying the debt, realizing I could have basically got it for free. Ever since I figured that out, that's how I'm going to start this game every time from now on. If we come in here, there's some free chests too as well. One sec. Doing a quick check on something again. Let me close that. Go ahead and close that as well. So it looks like we found a weather defense potion and an endurance potion. A couple endurance potions. And an outfit I haven't seen yet. That's not at all what I expected when it said pale light clothes, but I think that's going to be the go-to until I find some actual armor. Yeah, that's okay. It's a wonderful outfit. And I love the idea that going shirtless is going to give me extra defense. Did I pick up that pitchfork? I was debating actually using spears on this save. On my other one, I started with a one-handed axe, but wound up moving to clubs as I found out they have better stagger, of course.
Greetings, friend. Lend me your ear.
I'm here for work.
As a matter of fact, I could use a Brosh Explorer for something.
I mean, if
Here's
the pay's
what I
good.
need. You'll know it if you find. Perfect. Lend me your ear.
Oh, interesting. She gives me a couple of antidotes as well. Even though I don't recall ever getting poisoned in that starter cave. There we go. I think I left my fishing spear back at the House of Horse. But is there one down here? There is. I found that it's pretty much always worth it to go fishing if you see a fishing spot and you have a spear. I usually always carry one on me. It feels like it's pretty much always worth it, with the amount of food and different buff stuff you can make. Ooh, my pale hood might work better with this outfit. Yeah, there we go. Much better.
Greetings, friend.
If I recall correctly, we can come talk to this guy as well.
Oh, what brings you here? How's my brother doing? Yeah, shame about the shipwreck. Accidents like this happen all the time.
Yeah, not if the lighthouse is lit.
Not a clue. It wasn't me, though, that's for sure. I don't think he wants my help. Oh, this is the worst day I've had in forever.
The worst day he's had in forever. Tempted to tear these up into cloth and try to make some extra stuff out of it instead of just selling the armor, because I think the armor only sells for
What
like,
can I do for... All right.
yeah, 2 per piece for this basic cloth stuff. So I'm definitely going to want to craft that into something that sells for a little extra if I can. I think that's most of the stuff that you can find around the town here.
Is there something you need? Can you help with this?
Planning to pass by Berg sometime soon. I have this ledger I need delivered to the Pleals General Store. It'll be paid, of course, on delivery. I have no idea where Berg is, so I'm not planning to pass by there.
Excellent.
Excellent, thank you. Sharing information is essential for merchants like us. You'll get your reward once you've delivered the ledger. What if I just don't know where it's supposed to be going. There's more stuff to loot in this warehouse down below. But I'm pretty sure my inventory's gonna be way too heavy if I try to go pick all that up on top of this. I think a better idea is to reassess and gear up and go get the Writ of Tribal Favor. It's an okay weapon, the spear. No, I don't need most of that right now. I can probably handle the trogs down there with the machete and get a little bit extra. Alright, we got another free lantern, another free flint and steel, some bread, and another free bedroll if I decide to use it. But I think I already have one and you only really need one. Get the recipe for the jam. And nice. The loot and the junk piles and chests and things is randomized, so I wasn't sure what I was going to get, but actual padded boots is pretty good. And a recipe for the lantern. Interesting. I didn't know how to craft a lantern on my other character. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's an... Just realized the bare legs under there, but it's a great outfit. It actually kind of matches. I'm gonna risk it and fight these trogs. I'm gonna try and get this guy one at a time here. The other one's coming, so I want to take this guy out quick. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the backpack's gonna slow me down. Perfect. I'm actually tempted to try and use one of their spears if I can. I'm not sure if the stats on it are actually any better than the pitchfork if I decide to use it. think that's pretty much everything in this little area. Though I don't think that's true. There's something else back here. No, that was where I found the mushrooms. And I think I already found the mining spot. Because that's what was back here. Yeah, okay. And as far as I'm aware, that's all the stuff to hit up in this little area. The main thing... And I'm doing it. Stats on these are basically the same, but the pitchfork actually attacks 10% faster with higher durability, so yeah, pitchfork is the winner. I'm gonna drop all this extra weight that I can. I can always come back and collect that later. I can make a bandage, but I think I can find one out there, so... The other thing about this place is that you can escape the town through this underground tunnel, although of course I don't have a torch if I have the spear equipped. Is this the exit? Yeah. Danger. Going forward will strand you in the wilderness until you make your way back to the village. I'm gonna say oh well and go for it. I don't have to rush the tribal favor, because I think it said that I have 5 in-game days to do that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now. That way I don't have to worry about making sure I go finish it before the time runs out. And... huh. Interesting. The large mantis shrimps over there are, at least in my experience, they were a little tough to take down when I was starting out the game. And I'm used to there being one kind of down here. So at this point it's actually free to come do this.
I can't move. A pistol shrimp got me. Please, hurry. I don't know how long I have.
Hurry doesn't know how long he has. You have to give him a healing item. I thought there was a bandage out here. It's probably the bandage I found at the start of the game that I used. That I'm remembering having. I can just make one here.
I can't... I can feel it working. Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm not going to die here. Thanks a bunch.
There we go. We rescue this guy on the beach and he gives us the writ of tribal favor.
I don't think I'm fit to run back home just yet.
He just kind of chills here. Now I can find a safe route, oh, relatively safe route, back to the town and turn in that writ of tribal favor. Alright, chicken. You want to fight or are you backing off? Drop the backpack again. I feel like spears might wind up being broken compared to the short one-handed weapons, just because of the range difference. Which, I mean, it's obvious pro of using a spear in most games is the range difference. But when I was learning combat against some of the enemies and figuring out kind of how it feels in this game, using the tiny one-handed hatchet that's incredibly short range definitely made things harder against some of the enemies that do AoEs and stuff. My question is, can I... Well, not with the backpack, of course, because it slows me down. I was just wondering if you could, like, dodge roll into a stab. But it's not as smooth as I would like. Oof. I'm thirsty, without a lot of stamina. May not be worth it to fight these hyenas. That's a tough choice. Oh, there's two more right there, so I should probably actually be way more careful right here. Do we have any kind of healing items or food? I don't... I'm actually hungry. Is it worth eating? 8084. Oh, they're getting closer to me now. I'm gonna have to decide, do I fight or do I run? Well, they see me. I guess we're fighting. Oof. Okay, yeah, that hurt a lot less now that I've actually got a little bit of armor. But I think, yeah, getting close and doing 2 steps was letting him hit me. Keep up, yeah. No, and of course I'm out of stamina. That works though, that's fine. If you noticed the little white bar in the middle of my screen at the bottom, it's called your impact bar. And the impact system is kind of like poise or stagger, whatever term you prefer for it. If your impact bar is above half, you don't take stagger when you get hit. You can just keep swinging or doing your action. If it's below half, you do take minor stagger, and you get like a little half-second cancel or interrupt on your actions. And if it actually hits 0, they knock you flat on the floor, and it takes you a second to stand back up, and they can keep hitting you while you're down. So if I can actually keep up the pressure on an enemy and hit him enough to get his bar below half, I can start pulling off a combo that he can't break out of. The downside is, if I don't have enough impact damage to drop them below half quickly, then I have to be careful of them hitting me back very hard while I'm trying to spam. Oh, my bad, I didn't even see there's a message in the chat. One sec, I need to pop out the chat again so I can see it easier. Oh, Neku says, how are you liking Outward? I'm liking Outward a whole lot, honestly. It's a game I bought years ago that was difficult to get into. It combines a lot of features and elements from a lot of different games I've played, but in a way that, at least when I first bought the game, it was difficult to really grasp like the flow of things and how it was supposed to be going. But now that I've given it a few chances and actually explored the starter region like most of the way on a character, I'm feeling like I'm ready to commit to try to do a full playthrough of this game. The combat feels very much like early Dark Souls. The world exploration and stuff is interesting just because you don't have quest markers or like a map with an arrow for you to follow. You actually have to kind of go out and look for things based on descriptions. Stuff like that is definitely making it feel like an interesting experience so far, because so many games kind of spoon feed you like, do this, go here. And this game just kind of tells you, you're a nobody who's got nothing, you don't know nothing. Get out there, explore, and figure it out. No. Sorry, I was answering Discord messages. Let's reopen this. You say, oh, yeah, like, it took me a while to realize, like, what this game was actually about, and that kind of made me turned off the first few times I tried. Like, I knew that there was something interesting happening, but I couldn't tell what it was, or like what the vibe was. I felt like I was just missing something. But then I realized that missing something is the point. Like, it's a blind adventure game. It's meant to be more like immersive, as you're a random person who needs to adventure to make money and survive. Not you're a trained professional with like a background and a bunch of skills. So, you know who else liked going to explore Outward? Do I know who else? I don't know. I don't know a lot of people that are interested in the idea of this game. It's a little rough. But I think the roughness of it is why it has like its own unique charm. Just deposit all this random junk I don't need at the moment. Oh my god. You just muscle manned the absolute hell out of me. Good job. I was not prepared. God damn it, you got me. That's a good one. Regular show is a great one. Like my son loves it so much. So all right. I need to make some money here. And now with all this random junk I found, I should be able to craft some stuff to sell, actually make some money. But first step, I'm going to run down to the town hall and turn in that writ of tribal favor before I forget. Like I said, I don't want to forget and have to try and rush it last minute. Because if you mess up and you don't pay back the debt, or you don't get the tribal favor and turn it in, you do straight up lose your house. They will take it away from you on the 5th day and you'll just be locked out of it. Which means you'll have no home base to rest and no personal store or like big stash. So let me talk to her and do this immediately.
Greetings. How
I want to talk about my blood price.
Have a way to make that payment, and
I earned a tribal favor.
Well done. Oliel and Izan are leaving Ciezo. Oliel is leaving to go join the holy mission of Elat.
Alright.
As will we all. A blood price has been declared upon his bloodline. This is
Roland. Roland specifically told me he wasn't on duty at the lighthouse, and she's saying that he was. That guy lied to me.
This is the come back once you've said your goodbyes to them.
I want to go confront him. You told me this whole disaster wasn't your fault. Now the town's saying it was your fault, and also I guess partially mine, that's why they want me to pay. Said ready for the new season of regular show? It's getting another one? I actually didn't know. I feel like I may not have even seen all the most recent stuff. My son has watched it loads, but it's not one that I actually sit and watch a bunch on my own. I was really into it for a while. I know I watched like probably 5 or 6 seasons at least.
Greetings, friend.
That Roland guy, that's the fishmonger. I think Roland's all the way out here.
This is awful.
So, you know, yeah, it was my fault the boat got wrecked. It's my fault Izan's got a blood price to pay. And it's my fault your investment went belly up because I was a careless idiot. Wow. I said I wanted to come and confront him to see his reaction, and this man was ready for a full-on confession before I said a word. I don't even know how Rissa found out. It's like she has some kind of sixth sense. I'm gonna guess that right there saying she has some kind of sixth sense is like a hint that she may actually be some kind of psychic. At least you deserve your blood price. I don't. I mean, I feel like I probably partially do. Considering the game starts after the boat crash, I don't really know exactly what happened. I don't know if it is my fault. I'm gonna tell him, grow up and stop whining. That's what she told you? It's just the way the world is. Shut up, give up on your life, and live for everyone else. Fine, I can try at least. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for him to feel that way when I said get over it. I know that feeling. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
That's the spirit. Make it work or die trying. Neku says kick him into the water. Funny enough, I do have a kick skill here, but I'm assuming... Yeah, I don't think it actually works on him. I'm gonna try and line it up one more time. Although I'm 100% sure it won't push him. And I didn't even line it up right again. I'm gonna head back to the house over here. I'm very hurt. Oh, am I dying of infection? One of those hyenas gave me an infection, apparently. I didn't even notice. Lose 3% of your health per minute, and eating restores less food. That's awful. It doesn't show a duration on it either, so I don't think it goes away on its own. I think it just kills you if you don't heal it. But I think... No! Mineral tea says it increases impact resistance and cures indigestion, not infection. Is it... I remember the other two teas you can make with the seaweed and the spice beetle. One of them cures infection, but I forget which one. So I'm going to put water and spice beetle. Bitter spicy tea. Concoction that instantly cures infections, protects against the cold, and restores burnt stamina. Yeah, that's the one. Instant infection cure when I've got like 5% health left. Right. Let's see what time it is in the game here. About 11 o'clock at night. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep for... I'm gonna say like 3 hours. Don't have any of the items to repair. Whenever you rest, you have the option of repairing your equipped items. It's not stuff in your backpack, but only things you have actively equipped. But I'm in the habit of basically just using 1 hour repair every time I rest. But looking at how low my health is and my burnt stamina, which if you notice that's the reduction of my max stamina from fatigue over time. I feel like I'm going to need at least 3 or 4 to fully heal. Alright, health and stamina are at full. Got a bunch of items to work with in my storage. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game right now. Give myself a quick break to refill drinks and stretch and all that. Let me go ahead and transition over to my break screen. If I can... come on, OBS. I believe in you. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up my timer here if I can find it. There we go. I'm going to take a break, get some water, stretch my legs. I recommend you do the same if you haven't recently, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Alright. I know I said I was just taking a break, but as I was getting up and taking care of a few things, I noticed the time, so I think we're going to go ahead and call the stream there for tonight. I think that was a nice way to go ahead and get started and get a new character set up for the game. And sometime tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have time to stream like another hour or two and make a little bit of extra progress. Be able to show you guys what it's like whenever you actually decide to go do a dungeon and have to worry more about the inventory and things. Basically, you'll get to see more of the normal gameplay now that I'm done with the intro. And with that being said, I want to say thanks to anyone who stopped by to watch, anybody who's still watching now, and I wish you guys a good night, and I will catch you next time.